Hey, welcome back, American Government class. It is Wednesday, January 6th, 2021. Hope you guys did an amazing job on your final last class. We are here with our first hump day of the new year and of semester 2. And I have some good news. It's a relatively easy one. Here's what we got on the docket today. We are going to review our final exam. We're going to go over each one of the questions and each one of the answers. After that, I'm going to go ahead and review the test correction page with you, remind you how to do test corrections, and then that will be your assignment. You'll be doing test corrections today. Anything that you missed, you're going to take a look at the answers that you sent in on Monday, match them up with the correct answers that we go over today, and whatever's wrong, you're going to correct and fix and send it to me for your assignment today. So, that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the final. All right, guys, so I've highlighted all the answers here to the test, so feel free to breeze through this if you want to, but we're going to go ahead and explain each one. Number 1, a legislative body such as Congress having one house, that's unicameral. Remember, uni means one, bi means two. The first plan of government adopted by the Continental Congress after the Revolution, the first constitution was the Articles of Confederation. Number 3, the people who opposed ratification, they were anti-ratifying the Constitution. They were the Anti-Federalists. Number 4, to bring formal charges against an elected official, just to charge them, that means to impeach. 5, part of the 14th Amendment that guarantees that no state can have laws that discriminate against particular citizens is the Equal Protection Clause. Number 6, part of the First Amendment that separates church and state, saying that the state cannot establish or promote a particular religion, that is the Establishment Clause. The state cannot establish or promote a particular religion. That's the Establishment Clause. Number 7, a part of Article 6 of the Constitution that says the Constitution is the highest law of the land, or that it is the most supreme. That's the Supremacy Clause. 8, we should all know from vocab, a change or addition to the Constitution, that is an amendment. Number 9, the introduction or statement of purpose at the beginning of the Constitution, we call that the preamble. Number 10, under the Articles of Confederation, the national government did not have the power to collect taxes. Remember, they could make laws, but they couldn't enforce the laws. Number 11, what was the most important difference between the New Jersey Plan and the Virginia Plan? C, how states should be represented in Congress. Speaking of those plans, number 12, the New Jersey Plan was very similar to the Articles of Confederation. They wanted the states to have equal representation and have it be a unicameral house. 13, the Virginia Plan called for A, representation in Congress to be based on population of the state. Number 14, the Connecticut Compromise solved the conflict between the large and small states by creating a bicameral Congress. D is your answer there. Number 15, the 3/5 Compromise concerned B, counting slaves for purposes of representation in Congress and taxes. 16, who is considered to be the father of the Constitution because he worked very hard to organize the Philadelphia Convention? That would be D, James Madison. Moving on to number 17, which of the following is true about the Federalists? B, they favored a strong national government. Number 18, which of the following was not an objection that the Anti-Federalists had to the Constitution? Well, they did not like that it didn't have a Bill of Rights. They didn't like that it was held in secrecy, or the fact that there would be a standing army. So, B is our only acceptable answer, that it established 3 branches of government with separate powers. Number 19, the supreme law of the United States is B, the U.S. Constitution. Number 20, the Bill of Rights is found in the B, first 10 amendments. 21, the idea of rule by the people best describes the principle of popular sovereignty. Remember, people and rule by the people. Number 22, veto, override, judicial review, and impeachment are all examples of checks and balances. 23, the dividing of power between the national government and the state governments reflects the principle of A, federalism. Number 24, the goals establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility are stated in D, the preamble. Number 25, to propose an amendment to the Constitution, it must pass in both houses of Congress by what margin? That answer is B, a 2/3 majority. Number 26, when the Constitution was first written, senators were chosen by the state legislatures. How did the 17th Amendment change that? The correct answer is A, senators are now elected by the people of the state. Number 27, the president may be elected to no more than how many terms? That answer is B, 2 terms for a president. Number 28, the 15th, 19th, 23rd, 24th, and 26th Amendments have all expanded the people's right to vote. The giveaway there was the 19th and women's suffrage. 29, the 4th Amendment protects citizens from unreasonable search and seizure by requiring police to B, show probable cause and obtain a search warrant from a judge. And number 30, freedoms of religion, speech, and press, and the right to petition the government and to peaceably assemble are all found in which amendment? That is amendment number 1. Now for 31 through 35, you had to choose either A, B, or C for legislative branch, executive branch, or judicial branch for whichever one was represented by the question. Let's take a look at what we had. 31, the Chief Justice is the leader. That's the judicial branch. 32 includes both the Senate and House of Reps. That would be A, the legislative branch. Number 33 includes the President and Vice President. That would be B, the executive branch. Number 34, the people responsible for making the laws. That would be A, the legislative branch. And finally, the people responsible for enforcing the laws. That is B, the executive branch. Now that we have the answers and you've gone over this with me, let's go ahead and work on our test corrections, but I'm sure you probably need a review, so let's take a quick look at our test correction review page. All right, guys, so just a quick review. This is how we do the test corrections. You can do it for every single one that you missed, and you can get 1 point back, 1 percentage point added onto your grade. And like I said, we're going to make sure that you get these points. We can't really add those points to a final, but we'll make sure this is all extra credit points that go to some type of assignment. But what you're going to do is you're going to rewrite the question with the answer as a statement. So don't write any questions. Don't put who was this, why was this, when did this, what section of the Constitution says this. No questions whatsoever. You're going to make them statements of fact, like you're teaching me. And remember to put the correct number and the correct answer letter on the left-hand side of the margin, right over here. This is where you're going to put those. And then next to it, you're going to put the statement where you're teaching me the fact. You'll skip a line and then move on to the next. If you have any questions, obviously, let me know. There you have it. That is how we do the test corrections. That is your assignment for today. Now, as I mentioned earlier a little bit, can't really correct your final exam grade. That grade is done. It's in the books. So what we're going to do, this is just going to be a brand new assignment that's basically extra credit for you. All right? First assignment of semester 1 is going to be extra credit points. Every one of these test corrections that you do will count as 1 extra credit point towards a future assignment or a future test, whatever works best for your grade. That is going to double up as your attendance question as well. Attendance and the assignment will be the test corrections. I am here to help you out if you need any help. You guys did a very good job on them after our first exam earlier in the year, last semester in 2020. So I don't imagine that we'll have too many problems, but if you do have any, I'm here. Just shoot me an email. I'll be at the laptop all day and get back to you ASAP. Hope you guys have a great day. Give me those test corrections by the end of the day, and we'll see you on Friday. Take care.